of Royal Opera House's schedule always changing with different types of productions. The virtual wardrobe will change as the Royal Opera House changes its productions. Costumes will be male, female, you can change from the top. And as you put them on the mannequin, once you've completed the outfit, information will come up on the side. So about the opera or ballet, a video will come up about it, like clips to YouTube, images from the Flickr, or anything like that that's related to it. And you can also book tickets now. So not only is it targeted at young people, it's also targeted to obviously parents, because they'll be watching their kids obviously using the internet and things like that. And it's educational as well, because they're learning about the ballet and opera they're going to see.
The third challenge was to plan our marketing strategy. For the first week we planned a board meeting where we discussed the plans for the next few weeks, how we're going to promote and what we're going to do to get attention from other people. So we contact head teachers from primaries and secondary schools for members of staff to visit their school to give presentations. We'd contact printers by phone for posters to be printed to be sent out to each of the schools, and we'd email a newsletter out to everybody so that they know what's going on. The second week we'd upload some YouTube videos that we've made. We'd update our Facebook group, Twitter and Flickr. Then we'd have a meeting with the local paper for advertising, and we'd send letters to school through the post. Planning some taster days. The taster days will be small classes that we've arranged from the other schools to come in and have a tour around the Royal Opera House. And then we'll go in for the presentations at the primary schools and the secondary schools, giving information packs and just getting the attention, really. And then we'd start to plan a curriculum managers event where all of the curriculum managers from the local schools will come together, and we'd do a big performance for them, and we'd give them an idea of what they'll be coming into if they came to like our events that we're doing. And yeah, that's it.
Can I ask you a question? You did challenge one, which is where you researched the possibilities and you tried to identify gaps, one of which then of course you addressed with challenge number 2. Were there any other gaps that you identified in the materials that you found, or was there anything?
No, really, not much.
Another one with costume. No other YouTube as well?
It was like there was gaps, but it wasn't enough to back up what we'd be able to do. There wasn't enough resources. We wouldn't even know where to start. So better off going on something you know rather than you don't.
First challenge was to create resources for a virtual world for secondary and primary audience to use. And we looked at making model bases and model boxes and how to make them. So for the secondary, that's for the older audience, we went on websites such as modelboxplans.com, and we researched how the model boxes are made, the importance of them and why they are made. And we did this because websites like this look more technically, so it's more of the technical side, how it's made. But for the children, it's more simple, basic, and it's easy and straightforward. Like one example, we have color charts. Like if you're making a model-based design, and let's say the theme of the play is anger, you can choose red, because red is basic and simple. Or happiness, you can choose blue or yellow. Like images to add on the walls, how they are created, and sources we used were sources like YouTube, set model box for. He looked at the play and how a play was made, how they used the model box design, and we just implemented. And we looked at lighting, and we thought of a lighting game. Basically, the lighting game is basically for the primary audience, you get to choose the lighting settings and default colors, like just basic colors like red, yellow, and green, and you can choose like a spotlight, or whether it shines from the stage or from the sides, or whether it's like a flashlight. And then For the secondary audience, it's more technical, so you can make the colours transparent, or you can choose colours like pale blue, so there's more variety of colours. And you can choose the, yeah, you can change the rate of the colour. And the costumes, we made like a costume game, so you can choose the attire of the character that you're making, like what, what dress they wear, what shoes they wear, what height they are, what clothes they wear, what shirts. But for the secondary audience, it's more technical again, so you have multiple choices, like you can choose the length of the dress, the color of it, experiment with it, add more layers because it's more advanced. So when you're making the characters, for the children it's quick creation, and for the adults it's advanced creation, so you can tell the similarities between the two. And for props, it's just the same again really, props creation, basic and simple for kids. And for scenic art, virtual painting, such as painting and actually painting, looking at how the scenic art is made. And just for backup, we looked at National Theatre and videos of how they make their scenery, so we could get an idea of how it is made. And that's it,
Well, one of the main things to do, first of all, was to get the word out about what we're actually doing, and so we thought we'd send an email to all the local schools letting them know like what we're offering, and that it's not just a workshop for them to come along, have a good day out, that there's also, it could let the young people know that there are so many different opportunities within what they'll be doing during the day, and it could further lead them into their possible career choices and things like that. And then we thought we'd send a promotional video to all the schools so they could show it in maybe assemblies and stuff like that, to let all the children know, or even teachers and stuff, to let the school know that what will be going on. And we've then decided to send out leaflets all around the local area to schools, shops, places like that, about the Royal Opera House and the sort of project that goes on. Then we thought a meeting for the sort of authorities of the school, so head teachers, assistant head teachers, and they'd all just come along and we'd talk to them about the different things that they'd be doing during the course and the things that we feel they're offered. And then we decided on an open day for all the local people. So if, say, a lady that lives around the corner is a teaching assistant at a certain school, she can then go back to her head teacher and say, we went there, the course that they're offering we feel is a very good idea, and maybe we should further go on and push to get this idea put forward. We then thought we'd talk to the local press about doing a sort of promotional article about the project, and then emailing the local council to see if they'd offer any promotion, because of the possible opportunities that it can lead to for the local area. Because if sort of the education is, or that, what would I call it, the aspiration for different types of jobs and stuff in the local area is maybe going to lead to a better economy due to people being more educated and stuff like that. And then we decided that we was going to do a opening ceremony for the project when it comes out of its pilot stage. And with the opening ceremony, it'd be like a red ribbon thing, so with the big scissors and everything. And we thought that at the opening ceremony we'd have some of the stars invited to the ceremony from the Royal Opera House that have been in previous shows and stuff like that.
Okay, does anyone have any questions? Fantastic.
Here we go.